I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at the Hunt for Wolverine Adamantium Agenda issue number 1. What happens when Logan's Avengers friends get back together to find out who stole his corpse? Well, let's hop on in together and find out what happens next, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we're treated to a flashback to the early days of the New Avengers. You remember them, right? Weren't they a fun team back when we loved Brian Michael Bendis and it seemed like he was never going to leave Marvel Comics? The team comes upon a bomb, but not any regular bomb with a timer. No, this is one of those special supervillain built bombs for the sole purpose of killing a superhero. All the heroes plead their own case on why they should go inside. Spider-Man, being bullheaded, says he'll do it. Luke Cage says that he's indestructible, but it's Wolverine of all people who decides to take one for the team. He says that nothing has killed him yet, and he's more than happy to roll the dice, especially knowing that Luke and Jess have a baby waiting for them at home. It was that day Wolverine won the undying respect of Iron Man and the rest of his new Avengers teammates. That's why when news reaches Tony Stark's ears in the future that his corpse is missing, he decides to get the band back together to try and find out what happened to Logan. They don't have to search for very long. Tony always has his feelers out to the black market community to try and find out if anyone's ever selling any Iron Man tech, and they always seem to be. This time though, the heroes hear about a super exclusive James Bondian meet of terrorists, supervillains, dictators, and rogue military minds who are trying to buy the genetic makeup of just one person, and the timetable lines up perfectly with Wolverine's body going missing. The illegal auction, as we discover, is being held on a submarine in international waters, which means that to infiltrate the meet, our heroes need to don costumes on top of the costumes they already have. After all, they've probably broken the jaws of at least half the people who would be attending a meeting like this one. It doesn't take long, though, for them to be found out and a fight to ensue. Luckily, those were just the rent-a-cops for the meet, and the real auction is about to begin, only everyone is shocked and surprised to find out it's not Logan's genetic makeup that they're trying to sell off at this meet. It's actually the genetic makeup of one Daniela Cage, aka the daughter of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Ooh, what a twist. And it's on that note right there that the comic ends, everybody. So that was the Adamantium Agenda issue number 1, and overall there was actually very little Wolverine stuff going on here, despite him factoring very heavily in the beginning. It is ultimately more than anything one giant reunion piece for the new Avengers, which, hey, you know what, I'm mighty nostalgic for that era in Avengers. It was great, and I like getting to revisit it here. Tom Taylor has proven time and time again that he does a great job with big ensemble pieces, and you know what, he works his magic here as well. Maybe not quite Bendis in his prime, but still really solid. Silva's art's also really tight too. His costuming is really great, even background characters look super nice and detailed. Overall, I feel comfortable giving this one an 8 out of 10. It's like putting on a very warm, familiar glove. Here's hoping the rest of the series can keep up this trend. So that's the Adamantium Agenda, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CaveJoel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please by all means check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.